Supposedly they say that you can attract more fish that way, but I don't know. We're going to try it. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I don't know. Will the car start? I don't know. We got a big one on now. Actually, I'm using a number 15 hook. No, I think a number 14 hook, which is actually very small for this game. So if you want to catch a bigger fish with the Ultimate Fishing 2, you really have to go for probably a like a 1/0, or actually maybe a bigger hook. So the hook size goes. Smaller numbers are actually bigger. So and then you get down to, like, I guess the number 1 hook, and then from there to get bigger it goes to the like 1/0 hook. But if I'm at 14, I'm only going to be catching certain types of fish, and I'm not going to be catching really big fish. So the key is to upgrade your gear, and then you make more money, obviously, for bigger fish. So what I did was I got up to, I bought a bigger rod and reel. So what I'll do is upgrade or switch over to a bigger pole, or a bigger, what am I saying? Smaller hook. sure nobody even really cares. I'm just talking to a camera anyway, so I have no life outside of the dental, getting crowns and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to, I'm going to swap out this 14, and then I'll just go up to like a size, we go to a size 10. So the size 10 on this. Liters, you can always get a bigger liter. You have to go to the shop. So we can go to the shop, look for liters, and find a bigger liter. I think we have the biggest liter we can get. So anyways, you go down here, cast this thing out, see if it's possible to get like a bigger fish. Yeah. Well, it's a new year. New resolutions are to do more walking. I don't know if any of you people walk, but definitely when you get a little bit older, probably a little more important to go out and walk, do exercise and stuff. But at the same time, they say don't overdo it. So usually when I walk like insane amounts of miles, which I don't really know if it's doing me any good. It may. So we lost that one, but the bigger fish can be a little bit sketchy because I don't know why they just get away. Maybe they're smart. I don't know. Thank God it's Friday. I guess thank God I'm retired. For all you people out there still doing the grind, good luck to you. Should be able to get at least something there. I got a fish on. I don't know how big it is. I don't know if you guys ever traveled across the United States. I've basically driven across the country about 6 or 7 times. And there's always a lot of weird stuff you'll find driving across country. I drove out here, North Carolina, in a Camaro, which was kind of fun. Outside of getting stopped in Tennessee, because I guess the thing is if you're driving across country and you don't have the tags for whatever state you're in, and if you're driving like a low-profile car, high-profile, I don't know what it is. But in my case, it's a Camaro, so I'm driving across country from California. Drove all the way across, got into Tennessee. I got pulled over by a trooper. And basically, they said, if you want to search your car. And I was like, what? What's going on here? So I said, he's like, do you have any drugs in the car? I said, no. I said, he's like, where are you going? I'm moving out to North Carolina. And he's like, do you have any drugs? I said, no, nothing in there, but some of the stuff I was going to bring to move out. I mean, I had like pots and pans in the back seat, But he got the dogs on it and searched the car and everything. And had me sitting in the front of the squad car, and he basically was chewing tobacco and just talking to me about how these cars sometimes like to transport illegal substances through the county, to whatever they do with it. But he let me go, but it was kind of a weird experience. It was like sort of traumatic in a weird kind of way because I was like, what did I do? When you're just driving along, you don't do anything. You're not doing anything. You're just like driving somewhere, and then you get pulled over, and they say, what do you got in the car? And you're like, well, I got a couple of pots and pans in the back. Got my grandmother back there too. So it was one of them experiences that was kind of strange, but I kind of get it. I mean, I was in the Marine Corps. I understand like protocols and all kinds of procedures and all this other stuff, and and also as an electrician, we had our certain ways that we had to do things. So I kind of get it, but I do think that it can be somewhat traumatic for certain people. You're just driving along, and next thing you know, you're in a cop car. I don't know. It's the way it is out there. So, got another fish on here. Just fishing, fishing, fishing. Speaking of fishing, you also got people that go out and fish the lakes, and they basically just go in there and just, load up, bags and bags of fish over the limit. So, and other people will fish without a license. So, that's another thing that kind of puts a damper on things for people who are actually trying to do the right thing. So numerous times. I mean, a lot of times when I go fishing at some of the lakes, I always, not always, but occasionally a fishing game guy will come up, and they're pretty cool. But at the same time, it's like you got to show them the license and all this other stuff. So I just comply because I'm too old to really. I don't want any hassles anymore. I'm kind of like, if I go through it any more hassles, I'd probably just kind of fall down and just crumple. So my New Year's resolution is to fish more and play my games more. I guess that's about it. If you're wondering what that noise is, it's just my controller. It's not like an alarm or anything or pacemaker or nothing. We got some on here. I try to keep this thing at got it at 86 on the drag. Speed's at 100%. It still reels in pretty slow. But that's kind of what happens with the bigger fish. Sometimes it seems like it just takes forever to bring them in. And when that happens, a lot of times I'll just hit Q. So Q will kind of cut the line. So you have to spend half an hour bringing in one fish. But this one's already broke surface. Now I'm going to bring him in. See if the size looks a little bigger because I'm using a 10 hook. So 10 hook on here is going to bring I'm not sure how much bigger, but I have dropped down to about 6, and I've been getting some really big fish. So this one here is $12. I can't really see it because my ugly mug's in the way. But $12.21. We get 62 EXP. If we keep it, if we release it, we get a little more XP. So I'm building up my stash, so I got to keep him. It's at $12.21. Come back out here. and try again. So thanks for watching my YouTube channel. I appreciate it. Times have been kind of, I don't know, sort of iffy with everybody these days, and I guess I'm no exception. Just another struggling American trying to survive. One thing I did realize about America, I've traveled across the country. One thing I have noticed is that we are an extremely work-oriented culture. It's like that's all there is. It's just work, work, work. And when you stop working, you start contributing to the big machine. Then you're kind of like on your own. So you have to sort of kind of wing stuff, sort of like budget stuff. But I mean, oh, my pulse going crazy. Yeah, this game has got some weird software glitches. Alright, so I'll cut this short. You got a couple of fish. You watch this pole just flopping around. It's kind of how I am out there in the water anyway. Alright, thanks for watching while I fix my pole and have to reset this thing. Thanks for watching.